Hello, Manya your health.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bal's TV Health Corner. I'm your host Kathleen, and today I'm again with Mr. Wamkoya. Manze tuko huku ndani na Faholo Kakamega ndani, na leo nimemuita tupige story tujue maneno kunaenda aje. In today's topic we are going to look at the same sex children, like cases where unapata mtu anapata only girls or anapata only boys. So let's stay tuned na tumanye our health. So Mr. Wamkoya, mambo?
Poa sana.
Uko aje?
Niko vizuri tena vizuri.
Habari ya Kakamega?
Uko vizuri, the weather is good. Yeah.
Sawa. As he says, the weather is good and the eating is also good. Now, today we decided to host this show on the topic of same-sex children because imekuwa ni kitu serious sana actually, even at this particular century. Like ukipata, let me say, in a family where maybe wamezaa watoto wasichana peke yake au watoto wafulana peke yake, especially wakati ni wasichana peke yake wamesaliwa, you find that the woman is so much blamed. Unasikia anasema tu hiyo kazi yake ni kusaa wasichana peke yake, and it is so bad to an extent sometimes unapata ya kwamba the partner goes out to look for another woman with the hope that atapata fichana ola atapata mtu mwenye anazaa watoto wenye wako mixed up. Now, kuzaa watoto is not a social thing. Actually, it's all about our biology and our physiology. So that's why nimemita Mr. Wamkoya hapa tupige hii story atueleze. Mr. Wamkoya, sasa what happens, like whose fault is it wakati watoto wamepatikana fichana tu peke yake, like boys peke yake or girls peke yake? Hebu tueleze tuelewe.
This is a little bit deeper. The fault, if it's there, then it has to be for the man. And I want to go deep and explain at a gene level. So mwanaume in his chromosomes akona X and Y, alafu mwanamke akona X and X. So if you want a girl, inamaanisha chromosomes zake zikuwe X and X, na ukitaka mvulana itakuwa X and Y. Kwa hivyo inamaanisha kwamba the man is the one who determines the sex of the children. What do I mean by that? Mwanamke akona similar or same chromosomes which is XX. Sasa akicontribute, ana contributing X always, yake iko constant because akona X mbili. Mwanaume ana contributing either Y or X. Sasa in case mwanamke alete X, mwanaume alete X, huyo atakuwa msichana. Mwanaume akileta Y, mwanamke alete X because yake ni constant, atakuwa mvulana. So in a case wewe unapata kuna tu wasichana peke yake kwa ile boma, and then you get the man is complaining that the woman is only anapeana wasichana, or the one who is giving birth to the children, I think that's just ignorance. Ajui he is the problem.
Okay, now wadau umesikia hiyo story that constantly a woman produces the X chromosomes. X chromosomes ni zile zenye zinaleta mtoto msichana peke yake, and then mwanaume akona mbili, akona X and Y. So in the case whereby maybe kwa familia you have only girls, just know that the man has also always been producing the X chromosome. But ukipata in a situation whereby mwanaume ako, like in a family you have only boys, inamaanisha the man has been producing the only Y chromosome. Now where mko mixed up too, sometimes X chromosome ilitoka, sometimes Y chromosome ikatoka. So honestly, history ya kuplemu wa mama when it comes to childbirth, eti amezaa wasichana peke yake, amezaa ndume peke yake, actually this is a blame that is supposed to go to men, and I don't think why we should blame each other, because this is biology. You don't determine, you don't tell your X chromosome sasa wewe toka, you don't tell your Y chromosome sasa wewe toka. So Mr. Wamkoya, what message maybe could you have for people wenye unapata wametoka kwa ndoa? And you know there are some cases unapata mtu anatoka kwa ndoa anaenda huko nje eti anatafuta boy, and honestly unapata with the other lady wamepata nao boys, while with this one walipata girls. Ni nini huwa ina happen? Because it's the same man.
Yeah, sasa hapo ndo shida huwa inatokea, mpaka mwanaume anaweza feel kwamba maybe the woman was a problem, but I tend to think kwamba hiyo time yenye ameenda angebaki tu na bibi yake, and then pia kuna kuangana some issues of timing zenye sitaki kwenda into deeper, but angebaki tu na bibi yake still angepata mwanaume, because or the other sex, because yeye mwanaume is the determinant. Ukitaka kupata msichana ama mvulana, the mwanaume is the determinant, because mwanamke ako constant na yo ex yake. So the message that I have for such people, kwamba mtoto ni mtoto tu, whether ni msichana ama ni mvulana, ni mtoto tu. And number 2, as much as I'm saying that a man is the determinant of the sex, remember, as you have put it clearly, it's biology. As much as wanaume sisi ndio tuna x and y, we don't command that now x go and y remain, or y go and x remain. So inafaa ujue tu kwamba maybe kama we ni mtu mwenye wadini, unajua watoto wanapeanwa na Mungu, alafu it's just the biology, the way which egg is released, or which chromosome is released, ndio unapata mtoto. And if there is any blame, kama kukuwe na any blame and unataka kusema there's any blame, then I think men should blame themselves, because that they play a major role in determining the sex of their children.
Wow. But Mr. Wamkoya, there are also these, I don't know whether they are stereotypes or they are just rumors, they are pharisees. I don't have the right word to use, guys, but I hope you have heard these cases where people say it sometimes the temperatures at the valve of a woman will determine whether the Y chromosome dies. They normally say, the Y chromosome, which eventually is the chromosome that carries the boy child, all that is responsible for giving birth to boy children, inakuanga so weak. And they normally say that the temperatures of the woman is vulva or pathway inakuwa, it can determine whether that chromosome reaches ikikuwa sawa ama ikikuwa imekufa. Is there something like that? I'm not from the medical field, but I'm asking a layman, a common person who doesn't understand anything to do with these things, because ni vitu zenye unasikia hapo nje when it comes to blaming women for these things.
As I've said, there's a lot of things zenye siku nataka kuingia deeper into it, but your temperatures I've not heard more about it. But as you've said, Y chromosome, it's weak. Na it's just responsible for this minor things, like maybe mwanaume kuwa na ndevu. Unajua only men have ndevu, isn't it? Okay, some other women have, but it's not normal. Kipara and such things. So generally, because of that being weak and it doesn't carry a lot, it's usually very light. Sasa kuna some theories nasema kwamba unajua before mwanaume, for example, if you know that your wife is almost ovulating, have an intercourse with her, you are likely to get a boy child, because iyo why it's weak, itakimbia very fast iende ifanye fertilization. But now the X1, sababu iko a little bit strong, inaenda pole pole. So just before ita take time, unaona, because it's strong, so ita take time. So time the period in which the woman is ovulating hapo, you are likely to determine the gender or the sex of the children. But again, those facts are under study na hatujapata the direct facts about it.
Wow. So guys, history ya kuplemu wa mama when it comes to same sex children, whether boys or girls, honestly it isn't their thing. This has to do with the biology, and more specifically the chromosome composition of a man. So if your man is not able to release the Y chromosome, definitely you're not likely to get a boy child. And if the man is not able to release the X chromosome, then definitely you are not likely to get the girl child. So in this particular case, what we are saying that childbirth has to do entirely with physiology. And honestly, when it comes to the African setup, getting children is highly glorified and highly placed in the marriage institution. But when there's a problem, we normally rush into blaming the women married in that particular setup as the problem. Nobody sees men to be the problem when it comes to parentness or even getting same-sex children. And that's why you realize that a woman will not be able to get boy children or girl children, but she will stay in that marriage with the same man. But a man will move out to get other children, like aende kujaribu kwingine kama atapata. So basically hiyo ni stereotype. Actually it's a gender stereotype. So man say any lady who is outside there, or any family that is outside there, and you are struggling with same sex children, unataka maybe boy but you are not getting, or you want a girl, you are not getting, just wait. God's time is the best. You will definitely wait. That Y chromosome will come. That X chromosome will come. Above all, this is a message to everybody outside there. Mtoto ni mtoto. Children are all gifts from God. Na mtoto ni mtoto, whether boy or whether girl. The same measure a boy could help you in the village or doing something else. It's the same way a girl child could be able to help you. It's all about specialization. It's all about how you train your children when they are growing up, and how you stand with these children as a parent, or as a mother, or as a father. Otherwise, Mr. Wamkoya, what message do you have to young families outside there before we close the show?
Mtoto ni mtoto tu, na venye tumesema the determining factor of the sexes of children is solely because of biology and the father, not the mother.
The gender of the child is solely determined by the father and not the mother. Get the message clear. Stop playing game and keep manualing your health. Bye.
Please subscribe.